How did I manage that? Hey guys! Welcome back to Simfully Yours, where I am building Grace and Everest's home. Some of you may remember that I mentioned in the last video that I got halfway through this build and then the circuit breaker tripped and I lost the entire recording. Well, what I ended up doing was I went in and I took pictures of what I had already built on my phone because I had saved partway through because I was terrified of it crashing, and I had the exterior of the house all done minus the landscaping. So I just started over, which was about, when I initially had built it, was about an hour trying to figure out where I wanted stuff, but because I had the pictures on my phone, really only took me like 10 minutes, not even. So I'm super excited for this Let's Play. I'm super excited to really get into seasons and enjoy it with you guys and see what shenanigans and hilarity can ensue. And you'll find that somewhere in this build, I've already cheated. I like really pretty houses, and I'll play with a starter home, but starter homes tend to be very limited in what you have, so I wanted to make sure that I had everything I needed to start, and I'm not too concerned about cheating this. I'm planning on reducing her money back down to something for the start, just so that it's more believable. Because my headcanon for this is that she inherited the house and everything in it from her grandmother. I also play around with like mixing and matching a lot of the furniture because I really like the idea of her grandmother having accumulated all of this stuff over her lifetime, and that the only like matching sets are the bedroom set. Which is kind of true with my grandmother. The only real matching set that she had was her bedroom set and my great-grandmother's bedroom set after my great-grandmother passed, but you know what I mean. So let's talk about Anime Next a little bit. It was so much fun. The first day, we had the formal and the burlesque show, and one of my friends was in the burlesque show again this year, and she had solos. Hikari, you were amazing, and I love you so much. And the formal was not exactly what we were expecting. You know, they had maybe a month and a half out from the con announced that it was a 20s flapper theme, which really upset me because I wish they had announced it before Hana and I had gone out to pick the patterns for our dresses, because otherwise we would have changed, but we already had the patterns. My mom was already cutting out the fabric, and so we stuck with the ball gowns, but we also expected them to be playing like 20s music at the ball, and I know they did a couple songs, but for the most part they were playing a lot of modern stuff, and it wasn't even stuff from like anime. You know, if it's a cosplay formal, at least, you know, Bakano or Cowboy Bebop would have had some great music to play at something like this, especially with the 20s flappers theme because of the jazziness to it. But it ended up just being modern music, and it was fine and all. We stayed for about 45 minutes to an hour because they started so late, and then we had to go get in line for burlesque, which was awesome. Oh my god, it was a My Hero Academia theme, and let's just say I am more in love with this series than I've ever been. No, I only had just started My Hero Academia before Anime Next. I'm now on season 2, but when we were at Anime Next, I had only gotten up to episode 10, and I had already decided I wanted to cosplay Earphone Jax because I love her so much. I'd only seen her pictures by that point, but I really, really like her, and I'm excited to put her cosplay together eventually. The second day, Izumi had to go find out if she was going to, or had to go figure out stuff with the cosplay, the hall contest, and she was helping with some photo shoots, and Hana and I were just kind of walking around and enjoying the con. I went to an Otome Games panel, and I got an idea of a bunch of different games that I eventually want to play on the Saturday night show, because I don't think Ikoku, Tux, sorry, he's Tux now. I don't think Tux or Kagami will be really into the Otome games, because I know they weren't really into Record of Agarest, which, you know, was essentially a harem game. But it was a harem game with RPG elements, and I very much felt like I really liked the people there. There was an Okta cosplayer and a Chizuru cosplayer that you probably saw in the cosplay showcase. They were really cool, and the people that were running the panel were really, really cool, and more than open to people just kind of interjecting with funny quips or whatever. You know, me talking about the fact that we are currently playing Mystic Messenger on the channel. They were really cool about that. They were really interested in that, and I actually gave them our card. So I'm hoping that maybe they'll stop by the show. And then, of course, Sunday was the most amazing thing ever. I got to meet Jubiphonic. I got to sing with Jubiphonic. And Jubiphonic is interested in our dubs, which is really, really cool. And I'm so excited for, and I cannot wait for Jubi to come check out our stuff. I really want to sing with Jubi too, but I'm aware of the fact that we're still kind of a small channel and that she's extremely busy, and it probably won't happen. It might, but it probably won't, at least not until the channel gets a little bigger. And if that's the case, that's fine. I get it. She's a voice actress as well as a Vocaloid Utaite, and she has a lot of stuff to do, so I'm not going to bug her about it, and I'm just going to hope that eventually we'll hear from her. But in the meantime, speaking of dubs, Hana and I have a couple that we're working on and are in the process of recording that should be out soon. I'm currently doing artwork for one of them, and it's just a matter of having quiet in the house and being able to record, because it can get a little loud in my house. You've probably already heard my mother's dog barking downstairs. Some other stuff I'm hoping to get on the channel eventually is I kind of, after the move, and I decided to wait till after the move just because otherwise it might get a little hectic. I want to bring back Kage as board. Some of you may remember before we moved over to Twitch, when we were still on livestream.com, I was streaming once a week Kage is board, which was like random games that I didn't particularly think that the gang would be into, or there wasn't a lot of voice acting in it, or it was just something I wanted to play that was either horror related or whatever that I didn't think Hana would really be into. So I'm looking to bring that back. If you guys have some ideas of what games you'd like to see me play that aren't like heavily voice acted RPGs that we could potentially do on Let's Voice Act, let me know, because I was considering doing like Stardew Valley or Kingdoms and Castles, because I have those games, or something like that. But until then, I'm just going to kind of put it off to the side till after the move. I'm also trying to record a ton of Sims content to have on the channel waiting for the move, because I know throughout the end of July and most of August up until mid-September, I'm going to be very busy, and I can't guarantee that I'm going to be able to record a lot of what I want to do. But we'll see how things go. We'll see if I can't get some more stuff up on the channel regarding stuff I want to do before the move. I'm a little concerned about time, because I also have the dubs to do, and we've got the Miku Expo vlog coming up, and yes, Miku Expo is in a couple weeks, and I couldn't be more excited because I absolutely love Vocaloid, and Miku Expo 2016 was one of the best experiences of my life. and I'm super excited for that. But at this point, the house is almost finished, and we're going to be getting on to the screenshots here in just a second. So, I hope you liked this video, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for checking out this episode of Simfully Yours. Now that the house is done, I'm so excited to really dive into this expansion pack. If you want to see last episode where I made Grace and Everest, click that box on the left. Or if you'd like something a little different, click that box on the right to check out our latest Let's Voice Act series. Mata ne!